What's up, everybody? Welcome back to I Do It. I'm Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by. And in my last video I published, we redid our stairs, and to redo the stairs we needed to use a pneumatic nailer. And I had been wanting a air compressor for a while now, and while shopping for our treads and riser faces, we came across this Husky 3-gallon air compressor at 120 psi for $60. And since we were under budget with the staircase, we finally decided to get an air compressor. We also got some accessories that come with it, 50-foot hose, and then everything we would need to hook up the hose, and then different nozzles and stuff, like for filling up our car tires, which I need to do. Just blowing air, bike tires and basketballs and such. So yeah, let's get to it. Instructions, which I never read. There she is. Fairly small. I wouldn't say it's exactly light, but it's not heavy. Power cords. You got a decent amount of power cord, probably 4 to 6 feet, maybe. Please drain tank after each use. Moisture buildup in tank, reduce air output, tripling electrical system compression failure. And the same thing in Spanish. That's a pretty long hose, 50 feet. And then each end. Obviously it isn't compatible with that, which is why we got the accessory kit as well. So these are the nozzles that need to go into there. Obviously that won't thread onto there. Tape or putty or something to put on that, or we won't get a very good air seal. I have some plumber's tape. Alright, now I think the next step is to find out how long it takes to fill all the way up. Lucky for us, we have power right here. Switched out already. And there we have it. Shuts off automatically. We're at 120 psi. Took about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe. I'll double check that on the camera. I'm just going off what it feels like. This valve to fill up the outlet. So we have air. So yeah, the next thing we are going to do is test it out on a pneumatic nailer to nail the riser faces to the risers. On this, I mean, we're only going through 1/4 inch plywood, so I don't see any problems with that. I think the major test is going to be how fast it fills up the tire. I think I'm at 20 pounds, so we need to fill it up to 33, and yeah, we'll see how long that takes, if it struggles or not. And that'll basically be my review, because sitting out in the cold filling up your tire with your air compressor doesn't sound like fun. So the shortest amount of time that you have to experience something like that, the better. Whoa! So the instructions said it was recommended after every use that you empty out the tank. There is a release valve right here, and you just unscrew that, and it's gonna...
Come on. Come here.
Mama. Alright. Now she's completely empty. So as far as using it for pneumatic nail gun or stable gun or anything like that, it definitely has enough power. The test is going to be to fill up my tires on my car, so let's do that now. I actually waited a day because it was supposed to be colder today, which you can see it is 32 degrees. And then pretty much all my tires need to be filled up. So we're going to start with the back corner and go clockwise and see if we can't get them all filled up. Wow, that drops really quickly. Well, it's at 33, but we were sitting at 100 pounds of pressure, and it dropped down to about 40 pounds of pressure. So I don't know if we'll be good enough to fill the rest of the tires, which is kind of a bummer. So unless you have it plugged in the whole time, if you need to do all your tires, yeah, I hope you got a power source.
Alright, so all kidding aside, what do I think? I think it works as expected, um, ultimately, and I purchased this for multiple uses, like filling up my tire. Also, the compressed air component will save me money over time. It definitely saves on compressed air cans, like dust off, that kind of thing. For the price point, I thought it was pretty good for everything you see here for around $100. Another plus I would say is that it only takes 3.5 minutes for it to completely fill up from completely empty. Does have its limitations for sure. I thought when filling up my car tire, the pressure on the canister more than it equaled out, if that makes sense, as opposed to filling up the tire. However, if you have it plugged in, it should do a better job. But ultimately, if you have a full tank and you have a flat tire, it'll fill up that tire for you. And if that's what you're going to be using it for and you want to keep it in your car, you can always buy a power adapter of some sort as well. So I would say I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, I guess. Like I said, it works as expected, and I would say it's definitely worth it for the price point. Well, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hopefully, I earned your subscription today. Hopefully, I'll see you around. If you liked that video, maybe you'll like one of these videos. Check it out. Thanks. See you around.